What up, though? It's your boy Beezy 430 back again with another Dead End Sports 365 where sports opinions collide. Appreciate you guys always for watching these, checking these daily sports content that we give y'all every single day on the channel. Um, what else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, so on Twitter I saw a clip. My video is going, of course you see the title, you already know what it's about. But I saw a clip on Twitter that someone had retweeted that I think it was on First Take, and it was Stephen A and another guy named Mad Dog, who's like he's a longtime sports commentator or whatever. It's just like people just not knowing who he is because they seem new, but he's been around for decades and decades. But he gave his top 5 NBA teams of all time. And granted, people was really, questioning, his picks, but I get it, guys. He's an older dude. He's like in his 60s. So of course he's gonna have teams from the 70s and like a lot of teams from the early 70s. I don't think he had no 60 teams. Oh yeah, he did. He have a 60 team, a couple of teams from the early 70s. And of course, the big one that he didn't have in there, I think that is kind of always obvious for a lot of people, was the 72 and 10 Bulls, the 95, 96 Bulls. So with that being said, I was like, you know what? I texted the chat and it was like, I think this would be a good idea if we do ours, like do our NBA teams, you know what I'm saying, the top 5, greatest NBA teams. Now granted, a disclaimer, my list is not gonna be based on like my favorite teams per se. Because if I was to do like my top 5 favorite NBA teams, this list would be a whole lot different. Because I mean, it's some NBA teams that didn't win a championship, but they were still some of my favorite teams. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, with this list, I'm just going by I'm going strictly off my basketball knowledge, my eye test, what I've seen from I've been watching NBA since about 86, 85, 86, all the way up until now. So I'm going by the teams that I've seen. No disrespect to Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain, Jerry West, Elgin, but all those great teams of the 60s and 70s that I'm pretty sure my dad would probably list in there if he was to do a top 5. But I'm going by what I've seen with my own eyes. And since I've been watching and been a fan of basketball, playing basketball, all that stuff, I'm going by that. So with that being said, at number 5, I got the 86 Boston Celtics. Like I said, that was like my introduction. I used to watch basketball games with my dad all the time. And like Boston, they were literally a 7-man rotation. Like they were really rotating 7 guys, and they was busting everybody's ass. Like shit was crazy. I mean, I thought Larry Bird was literally like 100% shooter on the field because Larry Bird didn't miss. It was like Bird did not miss. And how they dismantled the Twin Towers of the Houston Rockets that I thought was going to beat them because of Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon. Oh boy, they did work on them. So at number 5, I got the 86 Boston Celtics. At number 4, I have the 2016, technically 2017 Golden State Warriors, the Kevin Durant Warriors, with Steph, Clay, Durant, Draymond. Like, man, that squad right there, that was, man, they were. And when I list these teams, I'm listing teams that not only for the most part dominated during the regular season, but they dominated in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like in the playoffs, you couldn't touch them. Like the Warriors, the 2017 Warriors was just unfair. Like when Durant went to that squad, it was unfair, and they lived up to pretty much what I thought they were going to do, which was dominate. And we said what happened. They won back-to-back champions. Would have probably three-peated if it went for Durant and Klay Thompson. Kawhi Leonard got lucky with that one with the Raptors ring, but no, man, that 2017 Golden State squad, man, unfair. Many people always compare which teams is better between the 2017 Golden State and the 96 Bulls, but man, I gotta go at number 4, Golden State, 2017 Golden State Warriors. At number 3, I have the 1987 Lakers, prime Magic, and Kareem was still doing what he was doing. I mean, Kareem was starting to come down, but you had Magic, you had Cooper, you had smooth game James Worthy, you had Byron Scott, which a lot of people was questioning when he got there in place of Norman Nixon. Like, was he that guy? And Byron Scott was definitely a great complementary guard with Magic Johnson. I mean, the fast. I've never seen fast break done that way. The way Magic used to. As soon as you get the ball off the rebound and come fast break, you already know it's gonna be automatic bucket. Like whether it was a 3-bucket layup, an and one, something. Magic, the way he revolutionized that point guard position, some shit I've never seen before. So yeah, number 3, 1987, Los Angeles Lakers. At number 2, got another Lakers squad. 2001 Lakers. The squad that beat Philly. I wanted Iverson to win so bad, but man, that 2001 Lakers squad, man, peak Kobe and Shaq. The man, that duo was crazy. They almost swept every single round in that playoffs, except they lost game 1 to Iverson. Y'all remember the step back over Ty Lue after the jump shot? That was the only game the entire playoffs that the Lakers had lost that year. They almost swept the entire playoffs, which I don't think is still, that haven't been done yet in NBA history. But that Lakers squad was just too dominant, man. Too damn dominant. Shaq was getting big guys out of foul trouble quick. You just couldn't do nothing with Shaq. And then Kobe was coming to his own end. Like, it was crazy. That 2001 Lakers squad, as much as I did not want them to win, I was rooting for AI because I was a huge AI fan that those years. But Lakers were just too dominant. I feel like Sixers would have beat anybody else in the finals except for the Lakers. But the juggernaut Lakers was just too much, man. It was too much. And of course, last but not least, at number 1, I got the 95-96, 72-10 Chicago Bulls. You know, another season I witnessed, which was freaking insane. I didn't, a team winning a team winning 63, 64, 65 games was like, oh, okay, that's an exceptional season. But man, 72 wins, man. And then they capped it off with a championship, which that was a year I was rooting for Gary Payton and Sean Kemp to win it because I wanted to see Gary Payton and Sean Kemp win it because, man, it was a crazy dude during that time, man. But no, man, Bulls was just another level. And like a lot of them 10 losses that they caught during the regular season was because of they had back-to-back nights. So, man, as a Detroiter, this is a Detroiter, someone who hates Chicago, don't care for Jordan, whatever, but I cannot deny the greatness of that team. That team, you talk about one of the most well-oiled machine teams, was the 72-10 Bulls. Like, it was something you really, if you wasn't born or you didn't witness this, man, like, it was really something. It was like one of those, you had to be there. You had to witness this squad, man. Like with Jordan, Pippen pretty much guarding multiple positions. Dennis Rodman guarding multiple positions. Ron Harper, he wasn't the same with the bad knees, but he was still great defensively. That, man, I mean, they had a bench. You had Kerr knocking down open shots. You couldn't leave him open. Yeah, Bushler, like, he's knocking down open shots. They had the perfect pieces for that squad that complement Jordan and Pippen and Rodman, and them boys did it. So yeah, number 1, Chicago Bulls. So again, I got number 1, Chicago Bulls, number 2, 2001 Lakers, number 3, 87 Lakers, 4, 2017 Warriors, and 5, Boston Celtics. 1986 Boston Celtics squad with the big 3, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, and Robert Parrish. So there you have it. Like I said, I can do this again with like teams that I like, or like some of my favorite NBA teams that I enjoy watching besides the Detroit Pistons. You already know I'm a Pistons dude, but like I can name 5 teams, but I just want to, this is my basketball common sense eye test top 5 all NBA all-time teams that I think that deserve rightfully so. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know y'all 5. Give me your 5 that you witnessed in your lifetime that you feel like is the top 5 best NBA teams that you ever seen with your 2 eyes. So with that being said, thank you guys as well for always watching and supporting the channel. I hope you guys, like I said before, I really hope you guys enjoying this content, extra content we're doing for you guys. 365 every day sports, no matter what it is. It could be anything. Topic can be about any damn thing. But I will see y'all later, man. Peace.